This is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTuber that actually shows you full games of all the tips and schemes he posts on his channel. I show you the good, the bad, and the ugly against online ranked opponents. All right, guys, I want to actually talk about Jmellflo, a blowing up channel. This guy's got a lot of subs. He's grown tremendously over the past year, and he was able to go ahead and arrange a YouTubers tournament with about 7 different brackets with 4 players each, so about 28 people or so. Now, I saw this post, and I just never got around to actually going out and requesting if I could be a part of it, but I would definitely like to be a part of one of these YouTuber things. You know, some of these guys are just, I saw some of the channels that are actually getting invited to this invitational, and wow, you know, these guys have hit the lottery as far as exposure, because for you guys that have been following my channel for quite a long time, to get this type of exposure with multiple different channels, which are large, it's tough to do, you know, without coming off desperate. I occasionally get some YouTubers or people that starting up brand new channels, and they'll request games or want to go ahead and use my channel to promote them. And I was pretty open to that, but I actually had a bad experience with this one guy, this white trash racist guy that actually was attacking Jmellflo. And I just thought to myself, what's the skin in the game? What would be the advantage of me actually going ahead and promoting a smaller channel, or at least someone that doesn't at least have 1,000 subs? So I don't think I'm actually going to do that unless I'll really like the person's content. I'll promote somebody, but you know, people come out and say, I want to expose you, I'm going to do that. Unless you got 1,000 subscribers or at least 2,000 subscribers, I'm not going to bother with it. So as far as this tournament, man, yeah, I actually had a couple subscribers ask me if I was invited, what I thought about it, and I think this is great. This is great for YouTube. I think it's great for Madden, and the motivation for Jmellflo is that he thought that the Madden dies, and it does historically peter out. But you have to take a look at what EA has done over the past years when it comes to online Madden. They've done a phenomenal job of actually getting people excited, and even with the Madden Championship Series, they extended them past the Super Bowl. So it really fell off. Madden actually fell off the wagon as far as you know, people paying attention after the Super Bowl. But the last couple of years, they've been keeping these active tournaments going on. Now, I would say that you're going to see a lot of Madden videos, Madden 17 videos, dropping off as soon as you get to E3 when EA starts pumping out the Madden 18 game. But I really like the Madden 17. My take on Madden 17 is that it's a very good game. They have cleaned up a lot of the problems, a lot of the bugs in the system. They make it impossible to get those unrealistic nano blitzes that go up to the A gap and don't get covered. So a lot of the things in the game has been extremely cleaned up. And the funny thing is they're switching over, from what I understand, they're switching over to a new engine, which essentially is the physics and how the players react and how the physics, the cyber physics work. So there's a good possibility that this game is going to be pretty broken coming into the next fruition of Madden, because the physics might completely be off, and you know, eventually people are going to debug the game for Madden. They don't really have to spend a lot of money on debuggers, because they just go ahead and just give it to YouTubers or give it to people that play the game on a regular basis and let them break it for them. So as far as the tournament, I think this is great. I recommend you guys, if you're not familiar with this tournament, I would go ahead and take a look at it. There's a lot of good YouTubers in here. There's going to be a lot of exposure. You're going to see a lot of good gameplays, and what's really cool about it is you get to see the gameplay from another perspective. So you see it from the perspective of the first person you see, and then you can see the opponent's perspective on how they actually saw it. So that's what's interesting. Now, if any of you guys are interested on PS4, and I'm saying PS4 because I'm actually on PS4, if you're interested in doing some kind of a YouTube tournament, I'm definitely open to it, but you got to have a YouTube channel. I would prefer if you guys have at least 1,000 subs. That would be ideal situation, and I'll set one up. It's just scheduling one is difficult because my schedule is kind of crazy, but if you guys are interested in doing that, let me know. I'll see if I can reach out to some other YouTubers to establish some kind of a bracket. It doesn't have to be 28 teams in this kind of logistically big, but let me know if that's something you guys want to see. I know that you probably want to see me play a couple of the YouTubers. I know there's one particular YouTuber that I think you guys want to definitely see me play because there was some stuff that went back and forth with us, and I respect him. I think he's a very good player, and he's good. So let me know if you want to see me in a tournament. Let me know if you want to see me play against other YouTubers, and if you do want me to play other YouTubers, on PS4, you look for the triangles, the X's, and the squares. Those are going to be the icons. I will go ahead and reach out to those guys and try to get some games in just to keep things exciting. My condition is Draft Champions. I just think Draft Champions just makes it the most even playing field for the players out there. So to my subscribers, I appreciate support, and this is my take on the Madden YouTube tournament. Next time, hopefully, I'll be able to get involved in this and go and play against other major channels and show my goods against those top players. So thanks a lot for your support, and until next time.